My name is KARLTON T. Clay, and welcome to KARLTON Says Live. Woo! All right, another episode of KARLTON Says Live. We are back. We took a week off because I was in North Carolina filming the ever so popular Lover's Lane. So, I had to get my grind on. But we're back here with another episode of KARLTON Says Live, and I'm here joined by some great people who are going to have some great discussion with me, some great dialogue. I have an actress. She's on The Lions Den. You guys know her as Sheree Lyons, Miss Rachel Monique. All right, he is one of the co-hosts of the Student Center on WNRR, Mr. Dominique Bond. All right, and I'm going to mess this up. Uprise Enterprise, did I say it right?
You got it.
Hey, turn up. Give it up for Brotha Trav. Right. All right, thank y'all so much for joining me today. It's a privilege to have you guys. We're going to have some great conversation, so feel free to speak your minds, all right? I know y'all will not have a problem.
We'll do problem.
All right, so the first topic of discussion, of course, you guys, we've talked on here before, KARLTON Says Live, about Beyonce's Super Bowl performance. Of course, she did a new song, Formation. She did it was kind of like a little tribute, of course, to the Black Panther anniversary. Of course, we saw Malcolm X, different things like that. But Kendrick Lamar also did a performance on the Grammys. It was definitely something to be talked about. Basically, his performance was him and his dancers there in the jail. So it's kind of like symbolizing, I guess, the prison system and how, it could, have an impact on African-American males. But here's the thing. It seems like Beyonce's performance received a lot of flack, while Kendrick Lamar's performance seemed to be getting a lot of praise. So my question to the panel tonight, why is that? Like, why is Kendrick not really receiving the backlash that Beyonce seemed to be receiving? Because for those of you who do not know, Beyonce, some people are boycotting her tour. She's having to have police escorts. Like, there's some police escort that doesn't want to escort her concert. So, like, even Louis Farrakhan was like, well, if police don't want to escort you, we'll protect you. So why is it that Beyonce seems to be receiving all this backlash for her performance while Kendrick isn't? What do y'all think?
Well, I think there's a few points. I think first is in society, I feel like it's more acceptable for a man to speak up about issues than it is for a woman. I think when women stand up, we almost take it as if, you need to, step back in your place, and I think that's one point. The second point is, people's ignorance towards the Black Panther movement, and people just don't understand what it truly is about, and they just think that it's just about angry Black people with guns, and what that and they're thinking that that's what it symbolizes. And I think because that's the picture that they have in their mind, then that's why she's getting that backlash. And then my other point is, it's all about expectations. People were not expecting that type of performance from Beyonce. From Kendrick, if he didn't have that type of performance, we would have been like, Kendrick, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the lyrics and you line the lyrics with the performance, it doesn't quite line up, with the lyrics on Formation, and her performance doesn't quite line up. So it's gonna have some people that's gonna have a few questions about her performance.
Okay. What you think, Trav?
Well, he took my answer. No, but serious. The third point was exactly the point that I was gonna say. Kendrick Lamar on stage at the Grammys would be relative to Public Enemy on stage at the Grammys. You wouldn't expect anything less than him to do something conscious. Beyonce's thing, when I think of Beyonce, I think of Bootylicious.
Okay.
And so, it's kind of like you didn't expect that message coming from her. And her fan base is more broad. You have more little white kids, more little white girls who are fans of Beyonce, and that may have been kind of uncomfortable for them.
Okay. Well, I guess my thing is, I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm not like in the Beehive or anything, but like I enjoy her music. But I was glad that she did something like that, because I feel like if Beyonce would have not said anything about, because clearly Black Lives Matter, all that is still a relevant and important issue that's happening in our community. So I feel like if Beyonce would have not acknowledged that at all, then we would have had a problem with it. It seems like she can't win for losing. And not to say I'm taking up for her or like whatever. I'm just throwing it out there. Like, if she didn't do that type of performance, if she would just like ignored it altogether and said, well, let me just sing Bootylicious, let me just sing 7-Eleven or whatever, and then we would have been like, well, she's not conscious. She don't care about the black folk. You know what I'm saying? So I think people would have gave her flack regardless. You see what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate. But I was honestly glad to see her do something like that because, again, like you said, that's not her norm. So for her to actually step out her box and say, well, I'm going to do this performance at the Super Bowl, which is another big arena.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was pretty ballsy of her, to do that. I do agree with you about the lyrics. The lyrics kind of, because I read an article that was saying, a lot of people were saying that people are giving Beyonce too much credit. And it was saying like her lyrics don't really match up with the video and different things like that. So I'm about to look at it again and just kind of reanalyze it, I guess. But I don't know. Like I said, as a performance aspect of it, I'm glad she did it because, again, at least she's showing that, okay, I do know that there is something going on in my black community. I'm black, and I need to use my platform to bring some awareness. So, and Beyonce reaches, like you said, she has a broader reach.
Right.
A broader reach than Kendrick. She, like you said, she reaches like a lot of people. So her doing that, it might wake some people who may not really have cared about Black Lives Matter before. It might wake them up now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think what she did is good. So.
And I think to kind of touch on what you said, and I'm glad you said it first, as me being the only woman up here, I agree with your first point 100%. As a woman, people are not okay with women being strong and women saying, okay, let's slay, let's be great, let's reach our full potential. And she's telling everybody that you may be the next black Bill Gates. Mm-hmm. She said that in her song, and people are not okay with a woman saying, okay, I worked hard for what I have. I'm okay with my child's hair the way it is. I'm okay with my husband's nose the way it is, because those are issues that people have brought to her attention and say, okay, well, why are you with this man and why don't you comb your child's hair? But she's saying, I work hard for everything I have. I'm a woman. I look good. I do what I do, looking good. You can't take what I have from me. So I want everybody else to be okay with what they have, with who they are. And as a woman, I think that it wasn't okay. People don't see it as okay. Like you said with the lyrics, yeah. In her Super Bowl performance, she only touched a small piece of the song, and I don't think people have an issue with her Super Bowl performance. I think the issue is with the video. Okay. Because if you look at the video, she is slaying on top of a police car that's drowning in what's supposed to be floods of Hurricane Katrina. A lot of people weren't okay with
if
that.
I can cut in right here, pardon my ignorance, I'm 45 years old now. She was slaying. What is that? Yeah,
that's what she said in the song, I slay.
I hear her say that, but what is she doing?
She
looks
good. She does it well. Everything she does well.
Okay.
Right. It's like to the highest. It's the next neck. It's above fantastic.
It's above fantastic.
So I think like you say, I think the issue is more with the video than necessarily the performance, because the song is not really. It's not really that great. It's catchy and it is catchy, but it's not really that great. And as far as Kendrick, I think, like you all said, people expected that from him. People see him as a poet. People see him as an artist, and what he did was a wonderful performance. And I'm all about theater, and that's what he gave them. So
if you listen to his whole album, though, like the new one, To Pimp a Butterfly, that's what it literally is about. He's just being unapologetically black, which I enjoy. I'm a Kendrick fan anyway, right. So just his album and then the performance on top of that just made me even love him even more. And then he won a few times too. So just him paying homage to people that have paved the way for him, and again using his platform to bring the issues to the forefront. I think that is a commendable thing. So I commend both Beyonce and Kendrick, and I feel like more of our African American entertainers need to do more as well. Absolutely. It's more than just booty and gold.
Absolutely.
Just saying. That's a real talk. Not now. Don't get it twisted. I like me some ratchet music every now and again. I will merely rock a little bit. But again, there are times when we do need to use our platform for bigger issues.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's a really good thing. This is what we've been asking for. We've been asking for this moment right now. Why don't the celebrities say something?
Right.
Why don't they address the situation? And now that celebrities have addressed the situation on a huge stage, now we have backlash. So it's just really hypocritical.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I agree. All right. Well, we got another big topic coming up. Y'all know. primaries, right? Voting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into that next. All right, guys, stay tuned. You are watching KARLTON Says Live.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'd like to introduce my father, the king of the universe, clay meat potter. You need to know the author, creator. Humanity should be in unity with the maker, cause only he can give you what you're lacking. Without a our search for satisfaction can never be accomplished. This life is uncertain, but he's constant. Listen to the song in your conscience.
He is God. I fall on the God. My love, my heart, my Lord, you are. He is my all, my everything, my guiding star.
Get the picture, for rich or for poor, he's with you. You never have to give up on your quest if he sent you. And stress won't get the best of you either. Say yes and you can rest in the model of the leader. Cause death couldn't best them in the brawl. No question that destiny calls. And all that are willing are forgiven and invited to be given a facility to live in with the balls. The balls.
I know he reigns supreme. He's royalty, the king of kings. He is alive with me. Let's live and now.
All right, welcome back to KARLTON Says Live. Yes, all right, we're about to get started. Of course, you guys know the primaries is going on. We did have Jordan Johnson here on our show previously. He broke down, primaries and different things like that, kind of explained things. But now here in Georgia and South Carolina, we're actually having an opportunity to now pick the person who's going to be representing, I guess, the individual party for a Republican and the Democrat. So, guys, we're here. It's 2016,
Yes.
so we say goodbye to President Obama. Sadly, I'm really depressed about that. I know, it was real talk. I'm sad. I'm so sad because we're losing. It seems like we're losing the first family that really cared about the country, but not just the country, us, like their own people. So it's saddening. I'm really sad about that. Yeah. But it's 2016, guys, so we have to elect somebody else into that White House. Mm-hmm. So guys, let's have a little dialogue about this life after Obama. First of all, let's talk about the things that President Obama has done in these last 8 years. What if you could pick one thing? I know it's gonna be hard, but if you could pick one thing, what do you think President Obama has brought in the last 8 years that he's been in office? What did he bring to the table in the United States? What does he help make better since he's been in office?
In my opinion, what he's done, the best part of what he's done, he didn't even have to say or do anything. Just being there. Just he and Michelle and their kids being in the White House. That makes a huge difference for the generation that's looking at them and coming up. My children can look at them and say, hey, because they always were told, I can be the president one day, but you didn't see it. Mm-hmm. But now that you see it, now you believe it. Mm-hmm. And so I think just their presence in the White House, that's a huge accomplishment in its own.
Risha?
I think I'm gonna have to, kind of piggyback a little bit, but I think his presence in the White House kind of made our generation and even the generations after us feel like the president was reachable and his family was reachable, and that politics weren't something that is over our head. It's something that we can all relate to, something that we should all be a part of. So I feel like that's something he brought, because even my mom and her generation, they're at the point where they're like, my mom, I know she's at the point where my vote, it doesn't matter. But seeing the Obamas in the White House kind of make you know, okay, what you do matters, what you say matters, your vote matters. So I think that's kind of what they brought, and I think going into this new election, we're going to see more people in our generation, more of our parents actually getting out and vote and feeling like their vote will count.
Because this is important. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, the thing that I'm scared about is I don't want to see the progress that was made be tarnished. Let me tell you, President Obama had to go through so much crap as far as just the previous administration, and even the administration after that. It just had to deal with so much, and so he's cleaned up a lot of mess, and he's made a lot of strides, and so we've come so far since 2008. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm scared that whoever is in office is going to be like, because let's be real about it. lot of people want to elect the next person just because they don't want another black man in office.
Right.
I mean, I know that, you know, let's be honest. I know we have Ben Carson, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they don't want another black person in office. And that's just the truth. So they're willing to vote for Trump, who clearly, come on. Like, really? Are we still doing this?
Yeah, he
are
was
we still doing this? Like, it's not a joke? I haven't woke up yet?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a joke. But the scary part is, too many people think it's a joke, and it's real. Like, he's winning.
Yeah.
He's winning these primaries, y'all, and it's like, it's scary. He could be the next president.
Scary.
I have my passport. Y'all think I'm joking? I have it. My passport is ready to go. I'm out of here.
But no, just to think, like, I'm sure everybody in here remembers what happened 9/11, and everybody remembers the fear and the terror of what might happen next.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of us during President Obama's, his stint in the White House, we saw Osama bin Laden killed. We saw him captured and killed. So just to know that, we saw the terror, and then we saw some relief. We saw the terror before he got in office, and then while he was in office, he didn't forget about those families. He didn't forget about what needed to be done, and he doesn't even get enough credit for that.
He doesn't.
He did something wrong. It wasn't all him.
He sneezed
can't
wrong.
get
If he
enough-
sneezes, it's wrong. I mean, it's like, come on. Like, nobody wants to give the man no credit, and that's what angers me, because he's done so much. And like I said, not just him. First Lady Michelle has done a lot. She's one of the first ladies that's really taken her office and really decided to do something with it, not just look pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong, but she's really decided to really, you know what, I'm going to make a difference these 8 years that I'm here.
Yeah,
so
she's
she's done a lot. She's
I feel
definitely.
like I know her.
Yeah, like that's the thing. They make you feel like you. I've never met President Obama in my life, but I feel like he's my best friend.
Absolutely.
That honestly,
And I just love the way they represent themselves. Even with all, like you said, all the backlash they get, all the the racial turns that's thrown at him, just everything, and day in, day out, he's just representing himself as the president, as the man of this country. And I respect that, because a lot of people cannot handle that platform that he's on, and he responds well day in, day out.
Yeah, definitely. He deserves a lot of credit, and unfortunately, he probably won't receive the credit that he's due. But he knows the good job he's done. I feel like I feel like Michelle lets him know. She's a good woman to let her good man know that you did a good job at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. So, and I'm telling you, President Obama, you did a good job. You're doing a good job. He's still doing a good job. So, yeah, I just think these last few months, he kind of just chilling. I mean, he's not really chilling, but it's not. He kind of trying to, I guess, ease his way out of what's going on. Because like I said, I think he's tired. The president is a hard position. I would not. That's a lot. I definitely, that's one thing I said I would not want to be. I've never said I want to be the president of the United States, because I know that's a lot of responsibility. Not only are you're caring for this country, but you're pretty much over the whole world for the most part. People look to you for guidance, So that's a lot. Right. It's a lot. And let's give credit to him for these gas prices, though. I mean, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? And y'all not gonna clap. I'm gonna clap. Gas prices. 150. I was driving the other day. I was like, 150.
Yeah.
Jesus. Right. Come on, somebody. Come on, President Obama. Thank you.
More jobs.
More jobs. Definitely. I mean, it's been a great 8 years, man. Like, I mean, I'm really sad to see them go.
Like the little girl who thought he was gonna be president forever.
Oh, she cried. Yeah, on social media, she started crying when she found out President Obama was gonna be leaving office. That was sad, though. I'm probably gonna be like her that day. Yeah. I'm gonna cry.
You will.
Yeah.
Seeing the daughters grow up too. That's been great.
Yeah, definitely. It's been crazy, because it seemed like 8 years just kind of flew by. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I just voted for him the first time.
First time. Remember P. Diddy running with the mohawk?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, dang, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm 30 years old. Sorry, what? But President Obama, we thank you so much for your service, and I know we're proud of you. I know we're just a little show here in Augusta, Georgia, but just want to let you know we're proud of you, President Obama, and thank you for everything.
We're interested in seeing is what he's going to do now after the presidency.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
He was limited as to what he could do. He didn't really make strong statements with the Black Lives Matter or what's going on in Chicago, his hometown. He wasn't really able to address those things. But I think now, after he doesn't have that title attached to him, he'd be a lot freer to make a bigger difference.
That would be very interesting. I didn't think about that.
Absolutely.
That would be very interesting
I'm
to see.
excited to see that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to go away.
No, definitely not. Oh no. He got to stay in our faces.
Absolutely.
I got to meet him one day.
Hey.
He needs to be here on that couch.
Yeah.
Come on, speak it now.
Yes.
Yes.
Studio.
Right, in the studio. All right. Again, thank you so much, President Obama, for your service. And we are going to be right back. Brother Trav got some spoken word for us. You're watching KARLTON Says Live.
Yo, mama, guess what? We're on the come up. God has blessed us, yeah, shown up. Opening doors we didn't know of. It's time to grow up and spread more love. Put up or shut up and get in where we belong, not where we fit in. Trying to live in the things we dream of. Can't you see us doing big stuff? Oh no, well I can. Guess that's all that matters if I am the only one with the vision. Making a decision to stick to it and treat it like the missus. This is bigger than wishes, too big to fit on my wish list. Time is now, no I can't miss this. I've been waiting too long to get this far.
Welcome back to KARLTON Says Live. I am up here with Brother Trav, who is preparing to give us a spoken word piece. You want to tell us a little bit about what you're going to do and the name of your piece?
Yes. The name of this piece is called MC Rhymes to Say. Okay. MC Rhymes to Say.
MC Rhymes to Say.
Right. And you'll learn a little bit more about this character as I recite the poem. Okay. But the reason that I selected this particular piece is I'm connecting it with the conversation that we were having about Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce to let everybody know how important it is to have a message in your music.
Absolutely. All right, everybody, let's receive Brother Trav.
There was this dude named MC Rhymes to Say. Stood on the block all time a day. While others took the time to play, he just stood on the block with rhymes to say. Well, they call me MC Rhymes to Say because I always got these rhymes to say. I'm the hottest rapper live today. Y'all can't see me, so y'all blind to me. But we would see him, all time a day. Love the ladies, but they didn't give him time a day. Didn't matter if the sun didn't shine today. Wore a raincoat when it was kinda gray. Cars would pull up, stop, then drive away. I think he hustled, but who am I to say? But one particular shiny day, we didn't see MC Rhymes to Say. On the block where he had liked to stay. Arrived late, said he had a slight delay. I said, you're looking extra fly today. Rocked a velour sweatsuit the 90s way. He said, I'm feeling so divine today. I got a blessing in disguise today. See, what I'm really trying to say is I'm a star because I just got signed today. Can't be out here all time of day. I got to spread my wings and fly away. Now he got large MC Rhymes to Say. Pop bottles with Kanye West and Jay. Believed in God, but stardom led his life astray. He was blessed, but seldom took the time to pray. Now back on the block where MC Rhymes to Say used to stand, now gets all types of play. Cars would pull up, stop, then drive away until the narcs came and snuffed their lives away. Back at the station, you wouldn't realize the way the tears came to their eyes that day. They realize now that crime don't pay when the sheriff said you got nothing but time to stay unless you drop a dime today. And they all named MC Rhymes to Say. They played his music, stop. Rewind the tape, heard confessions in all kinds of ways. They locked him up without delay. Poor MC Rhymes to Say. No more money, no more cars, no popping bottles with Ye and J. Now he's in a cell block with rhymes to say. Opinion, Yeah, but it's mine to say, so allow me to take the time to say, the system is precisely designed a way to keep our people blind today.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Brother Trav, for
Yes.
giving us that piece. That was
Awesome.
awesome.
Yes.
Well, we will be right back with more KARLTON Says Live.
All right. Welcome to the shop, a one-stop shop where you can get your hair cut, your hair done, your car detailed, some food, and a family atmosphere all in one place. Open 7 days a week. 2756 Milledgeville Road, Augusta, Georgia, across from JD Byrider. Come on down to the shop. Welcome back to KARLTON Says Live. We have some products here because Brother Trav neglected to tell us about it. I had to go get it from him, but no, that piece he did after, before the break, it came from this Black Love Revolution, Songs of Freedom. All right, so where can we get this stuff, man?
You can actually get that album online now. You can get it on CD Baby, Amazon.com,
Okay.
iTunes, all those major outlets. Here locally, you can buy it down at Pyramid Music and More, or you can just hit me up on social media and I'll bring it to you.
Awesome, I love it. Yes, straight to delivery,
Absolutely,
bam, to the house. And this one is Love the EP.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Love it, guys. Let's support our own guys, okay? Let's do that, shall we? Awesome. All right.
Thank you.
So let's get into our last topic of the night. Of course, you guys, I'm sure people have seen the picture circling around. Russell Wilson, right? Russell Wilson. Of course, you guys know he's a football player. He dates singer Ciara. She is I hate to say it, I don't want to say baby mama. She is the mother. Future, who's a rapper. That is the father of her child. See how I clicked that up? Yes. So, but here's the thing. Of course, Future has been very vocal about how he's felt disrespected because, of course, Russell spends a lot of time with the baby because, of course, he's dating Ciara. So when you're dating a mother who, you're gonna spend time with the child, or at least you should. But Russell basically has become like that positive, from what we see, has become that positive father figure in baby Future's life. But of course, Daddy Future is not happy. And of course, recently there's been pictures going around circulating that with Ciara and Russell and Baby Future at the Dodger Stadium. And some people find that very disrespectful. Why? That's what I asked here on the panel today. Why is that? Well, first of all, do you guys think that that's disrespectful? And if you do, why? And if you don't, why don't you think it's disrespectful?
I personally don't think it's disrespectful. We can only judge by the picture that we see. Based upon the picture that I'm seeing, I just see him just holding hands with the child, which to me is very innocent. But at the end of the day, how do we expect him to interact with the child? You know what I'm saying? Do we just expect him just to walk with the child and act like he's just not there, just not interact with the child? So to me, he's playing a good role. I mean, he's interacting with the child, he's having fun with the child, and I think at the end of the day, any woman with a child is expecting the man that they're with to have some type of interaction with their child. You get what I'm saying? And it's a positive interaction.
Again, I think, and then I hate to bring old topics back to it, but it goes back to the Beyonce thing. I feel like if Russell wasn't spending time with the child, people would have a problem with it. They'd be like, oh, why he ignoring the child? She need to get rid of him. He don't care, blah, blah, blah. He only with her for, well, I can't say for her money because I'm sure he makes more than her, but he's only with her for certain reasons, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, another situation. So me personally, I don't have any children, obviously, but I think it would be great if Future could just see past his, I'm gonna say selfish ego, and past his selfishness, and realize that this is a good thing for the child. You have your dad, and you have someone who loves your mother, and it's a blended family. Your family just got bigger, and there's nothing wrong with more love. I don't see nothing wrong with that. So I feel like if Future can be like, yo, this guy that is obviously taking care of the mother of my child, you know, I respect you for what you're doing and thank you for being that positive influence in my child's life. I think if Future can, like you said, see past his ego, I think this could be a better situation. But what I do think, what I think is coming into play is I think he's upset because a lot of people say, you know, she upgraded. A lot of people say Sierra upgraded. So that's what it is, and I think again it's an ego thing. It's like, well, you kind of feel bruised because you lost something that you once had that you took advantage of, as far as like you didn't take it, you neglected the goodness, I guess, that you had, and now that it's gone, it's like, oh dang, I lost it. So, and he's probably upset about that. So I don't think this should be taken out on the child though, obviously. I mean, the child is innocent in this situation. So I think that again, he should just man up and just be like, yo, thank you for being that positive influence in my child's life, you know? Because if the parent, if he was abusing the child, then I mean, of course, then we have an issue. Right. So, yeah. Risha, what do you think about this whole situation?
I mean, I see no problem with it. I mean, Sierra and Russell clearly have a very mature relationship. I mean, since the beginning of their relationship, they've been really transparent about what they're doing and what they're not doing. And I don't think, I'm a mother. I have a 2-year-old. And, I'm not in her situation, but I don't think she prematurely introduced Russell to her child. I don't think they started dating and she said, hey, this is my child. You got to spend time with him. So I think the way they've gone about it is very respectful. I think, spending time in the public, the things that they do together, the three of them, is not anything intimate. It's not anything, that a family wouldn't do together. And he's not overstepping his bounds as the child's mother's boyfriend. He's not overstepping his bounds. He's not saying, hey, I'm your dad. He's just a bonus in mom's life. Because if she has friends, which I stated before, because somebody made an issue about another picture that was out. Sierra has friends. Sierra has female friends. She has male friends. And her child, she's clearly in her child's life. She spends time with her child. She's raising her child. So her child is going to know the people around. You and I are friends. It's nothing more than friends. Caden knows you.
Right.
Does he not?
Right.
He knows that you're my friend. You're not overstepping your bounds. You dap him. You say, hey, Caden. You hold him. You hug him.
Right.
It's nothing disrespectful about that.
Right.
So, I mean, people.
What? Somebody said something? I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to go fight somebody. Real life. This is real. Okay, just want to make sure. You can finish your point now.
But people just need a reason to say something. And I mean, I'm with you 100%. She upgraded. This man respects her.
Wait a minute, hold up. I didn't say she upgraded. I said some people said.
He respects her as a woman. He respects her as a mother. And if he's going to be a part of her life for the long haul, then he's going to be a part of her child's life. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Trav, you have something to add to this?
Yeah, because I can speak from experience. I'm divorced. I have 2 sons from a previous marriage. And my opinion on this is, if my ex-wife was involved in a relationship with a man, I would see that as a positive relationship as long as he was a positive influence on my sons. Because I'm not in the house with them anymore, I still think it's important for a man, a positive male role model, to be in their lives. If it wasn't her man, then, somebody at the Boys and Girls Club or a pastor, you still need to have that positive role model just because I'm not able to be there all the time. It takes a village to raise a child.
Absolutely.
It takes a village to raise a child. And when I see a man who made a good impression on my sons, I give him big ups and kudos every time.
Yeah, definitely. I applaud Russell.
Yeah, I think it takes a really big man to step up to that position.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys are just like, that ain't my kid.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I just want to spend time with mama.
Right.
But how can you do that, though? I don't understand. Like, how? Really? But I mean, because if the mother, like, if she's a good mother, obviously she spends a lot of time with the child. So how can you not want to spend time with the child if you're with the mom?
It's a package deal.
Yeah,
I would think so. You know,
absolutely, it is a package deal, right?
Like, it's a responsibility that you don't want to take. That's just what it is.
Some people, absolutely. And then some people who have children with a woman, they feel like that woman is their possession. So I feel like that's where Future is.
Oh.
I feel like.
But how hold up. How can you do that when you already got other baby mamas too? So he got all these possessions? That's what we're saying?
That's
oh, okay.
Clearly that's
Tried it.
It seems that, that's the way he feels, because I don't think he expected Sierra to move on, because she was very much in love with him. And when you have a child with somebody, as a woman, it's hard to disconnect that. But she moved on with grace. She never bashed him. She never denied him his child. She moved on, seamlessly. And I feel like he's not over her. So he's got to nitpick at every little thing.
He just need to grow up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we want to hear from you. Of course, join us on our Facebook page. KARLTON Says. We want to know what you think about this topic and any other topics we've talked about today. Brother Trav is back with another piece. And also want to hear from the audience, because I know they have a lot of opinions too, so we're going to hear from them as well. All right, guys. We'll be back. You're watching KARLTON Says Live.
Get into that. Girl, I don't know. Be creative.
All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. See you next time. So Clay's Haven of Beauty. One-on-one care for your hair.
Welcome back to KARLTON Says Live. Of course, we want to hear from you guys, and we are here in our studio audience. So we have our first opinion here. What's your name?
My name is Vicky Bond.
All right, Miss Bond. All right, so what do you have to say about any of the topics that we discussed tonight?
Well, I'd like to say that maybe Future was mad that his son had on somebody else's jersey.
Oh.
But maybe if he spent more time with them and his pictures were out in the public and he was out in the public with his child, he wouldn't be so upset about someone else.
All right. Okay.
Great point.
Oh. All right, thank you for your opinion. All right, Mr. Earl, come on up. Come on up, sir. We have our regular here. Earl Summers here. All right, so what do you have to say? Come on over. What do you have to say about what we talked about tonight, sir?
Well, I want to say this, and this is just pertaining to the election. I hope the people out there are listening. Understand that the unthinkable is very possible this election. I remember in the very beginning, people were saying there's no way Trump could win. If you know America's legacy and America's history, and if you know the spread of our population and some of the sentiments out there, there's a very strong possibility that that he actually win the election. So I encourage people to get out there and vote.
Yes.
I recommend Bernie Sanders. I probably shouldn't endorse a candidate.
It's all right, though. You can do what you want.
I can do what I want.
That's
okay?
right.
Feel the burn. That's
the
the
burn.
guy that if we don't get Bernie, it's going to be a bad situation. I'm moving to Cuba. My homeboy's moving to Japan. I got other homeboys moving to Canada. Cuba. I want to be with Asada. What's up, Asada?
All right, thank you. All right, come on, young man. That's right. You need I told you I got my passport. I'm heading to Canada. I'm telling you. I'm there. All right. What's your name, young man? All right. So what do you have to say? What you thought about? Because you are the young generation. Of course, you know President Obama. So how do you feel about President Obama leaving office this year?
It's kind of sad, because he really did a lot for our community, for the Black lives, and because a lot of stuff has happened, Trayvon Martin, shooting Ferguson, and all the things he been there for the people. And
Absolutely.
that's gonna be very important. So,
Yeah.
It's gonna be very sad. So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be very sad. So I don't know who the next president gonna be. So it might be Donald Trump.
No.
It won't be.
No.
We're not
so
gonna let that happen.
That's why it's important that we vote, correct? Yeah. Especially people your age, because you guys could move this vote.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. All right. Thank you for your comment. Thank you so much. All right, guys. That is here in the audience. Now we're gonna toss it over to Risha, Brother Trav, and Dominique Bond. Take it away, guys.
All right. We are back with Brother Trav, who is going to grace us with another spoken word piece.
One more.
So, Brother Trav, what's the title of your next piece?
I'm going to do this piece that's also off of the album Black Love Revolution, Songs of Freedom. It's called The Path.
The Path.
The Path.
All right.
All right, well, take us down that path.
I think very deeply, like Chris. Like Nas, I'm crowned the best lyricist in the spoken word game, putting shallow-minded poets to shame. Either back to the lab to try to make their material more similar to the material I have. My name is Brotha Trav, and I walk the path of the creator. You wonder, how does he come up with these lyrics? It's because I'm in tune with the spirits. I speak on unity and upliftment, self-love and self-empowerment. To the government, we're a slave because they control the way we think and the way we behave. And we got to abide by all these laws, constitutions, and amendments. So I guess that makes us all dependents of the system. But we become victims when we can't control our own thoughts, concepts, and ideas. And those of us that can are just controlled by our fears. Unable to distinguish between fallacy and reality. We could talk about shooting slugs in our brothers, but we're shooting blanks when it comes to originality. In actuality, we're casualties of a whole new war that's growing fast, that gives a few of us millions, so we think discrimination and racism are just issues of the past. Past passes and left behind, which we remain because we make dang good followers, but where are the leaders who will take us there tomorrow? But before we focus on tomorrow, we must focus on today, so I guess I'll play my part in my own special way. But just like you and you, I'm just a regular guy blessed with courage, strength, and wisdom by G-O-D, the Most High. Right. Unlike B-I-G, I'm not quite ready to die because I don't think my mother or my seeds are quite ready to cry. And my mission not quite complete in this lifetime. That's why Brotha Trav gonna always continue to kick them conscious rhymes. Okay. God put us all here for a reason. I think I realize mine. Have you realized yours? Maybe we can each someday see those pearly doors. And golden gates cut the grass to reveal the snakes. Uncover the mask to reveal the fakes. Life on this earth is the garden to eat and the masses is hungry. I gotta keep feeding. You thirsty for knowledge? You better start drinking. My people sleepwalking. We need to start thinking. Before we make moves that just prove the statistics, we are heavenly beings with God-like characteristics. What we're fed when we're young, good or bad, it sticks as we've been taught to worship these mystics. So like Chuck D from PE, I'ma kick the ballistics, G. Heaven on earth can be achieved through metaphysics. See?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Right. Oh, that was good, man.
Yeah,
that was good.
Awesome. That was awesome.
All right.
Yes. All right, now it's on. You said that was on
the album.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Black Love Revolution.
Thank you. And where can we get it, sir?
Black Love Revolution online. Just Google Black Love Revolution Psalms of Freedom. Brotha Trav, BROTHATRAV, like victory.
All right. Speaking of victory, that's it for the night from Victory Productions.
Ain't that
right? All right. Thank y'all so much for joining us on KARLTON Says Live. Thank you to you guys for being my co-host for the night. Thank you. And thank you to the crew, Tim, Neil, Fahim, Aaron. Thank y'all so much for all your help. Thank you to our live studio audience. You guys have been awesome. We'll see y'all next week. KARLTON Says Live. Woo!